Sportscenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Vikings come away with a brutal 18-point victory. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Chris McAllister will be on the sidelines for a while, so this defense will need to do some reshuffling in his absence. Broken ribs severely hampering his mobility. They'll keep him out for 5 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Robert Porcher sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. Tests at the stadium revealed a broken kneecap, so he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
The Cardinals won this contest, but will stay at the third place in the NFC West. Torrey Holt had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Brett Favre took to the air for over 300 yards and helped his Packers beat the Texans. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Titans pick up their third win of the season. Over in Cleveland, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we had the Browns lose by a disappointing 16 points. Steelers, Bengals. Peter Warwick is in his own territory, but he's got a lot of room to run. We know about his speed. There's a couple of moves. Oh, boy! The defense overlooked him. He could go all the way. 76-yard touchdown. The Bengals win this one by the final score of 34-17. Up at Giant Stadium, we had the Giants walk away with a 6-point victory. The Raiders got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Oakland. The Colts won big on the road and will have to travel again next week when they meet the Lions. The Saints won this contest but will stay at the second place in the NFC South. Terrell Owens had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Cowboys, Ravens. Jamal Lewis is just shy of the midfield stripe and takes the quick handoff with a spin. They're fooled! Nobody was deep on the left side. 10-5 touchdown. The Ravens go on to win this by the final score of 17-14. A.J. Touchy-Feely threw for over 200 yards and helped his Dolphins beat the Seahawks. Off the Missouri River in Kansas City, where the Chiefs prove ineffective and lose by 21. And in our final game, we had the Buccaneers come away victorious. So another week in the books here on ESPN, but what do you say we hand out a few game balls before we go? Here's my primetime players. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.